Hello, everyone. Oh my word. I'm actually using, I need a bit more light. So I'm actually using a new laptop. So I need to sit up. I need to sit up a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. And plus, this morning I woke up and I took off all my hair, so I'm looking a little different. Hope you're well. Hope everything is going well where you are. It's been quite a while. It's been quite a while. I haven't actually been on YouTube, and so much stuff has happened in down my end. Obviously, I'm in Sierra Leone, and the country as a whole is actually working its way towards the general elections, which we hope will be in on the 23rd of June, I think, this year. And so, but things are looking a little sort of, I don't know, tricky at the moment. Is that the right word to use? And elections in this part of the world are always more than, I don't know, we have our fair share of violence that goes on, a lot of activity, a lot of hot tempers, a lot of people concerned and worried about what's going to happen. Uh, is there are people going to fight? What is the opposition doing? All sorts of things, all sorts of things. So there's quite a lot that is going on in various communities up and down the country. So, of course, yesterday the main opposition leader was coming back into the country. I think he'd been abroad for a bit, and there was some sort of um, what shall I say, conflict, if you like, on the motorway because apparently he'd had more vehicles than he was allowed on his convoy. And so, what should have happened was that the police, I think, should have warned him and so on. But it turned out that they people started to fire guns and it all got a bit dicey, which is an indictment probably. And what you don't want on the threshold of elections is having situations where people are having to use firearms and there's a shooting and it's just so destabilizing for everyone. So that's what went on yesterday. But what I have noticed in Sierra Leone is a sort of an ever um, growing feeling that if you're opposition in any way, shape, or form, what they're trying to do is eliminate all forms of opposition. Now, I was a member of the NGC party, and how it turned out was that the NGC decided that they were going to go into a strategic alliance with the government. Now we all know what that means. It means basically they're just going to capitulate, if you like, and give everything up to the ruling party, who is in government at the moment. So that didn't go down well with a few people, myself included. So I decided to make a hasty exit. Apart from anything, I sort of felt that everything was a bit farcical in there. There was nothing, like it was all contrived, brought together to make it feel as though you were part of something, but in fact you weren't. And there were a few signs that I'd seen to confirm what I was thinking in my head. And one of those was that there was not an election for a flag bearer. In fact, there still isn't. And and so, it just all went on, and I could see um, that the ongoing path for the NGC wasn't going to be anything that was fruitful. It really wasn't. When you go back and you think about it, I think it had a lot to do with people. People are always anxious to get their hands on jobs that they want. They're always anxious to be part of something. Nobody wants to make the sacrifice. I mean, sometimes if you're going to be part of a growing movement or something that's going to sow good things for the nation, it takes a long time to get things sorted out. It might not even happen whilst you're alive. It might be one of those things that'll come to fruition or bear fruit when your time has come and gone in the world, and that's okay. The main thing is actually being part of its start, if you like, and let other people pick things up and run with it and be able to make a difference somehow. But because we're also, all of us, I'm not even excluding myself out of this, because, I feel like as though I've got to be part of the solution. Because we're also focused on making sure that things work out just for us and our situations and our families and our careers and our goals and that sort of thing. Nobody, literally nobody thinks country first. And you can see that in the way that we're governed. You can see in the way that our lives are. You can see it in the way that people scramble for jobs and positions and so on. You can see it in the way that a whole political party, the NGC, you can see it in the way that they capitulated and handed things over, literally have handed things over to the government. So yeah, it's been a rough old time, very difficult, not exactly straightforward, far from it, far from straightforward. A lot has gone on. I think a lot will go on in the weeks and months ahead. I think that people should try and keep a clear mind, or keep as far away from the troubles as you can possibly muster. I think that protect your families, protect your own areas. I mean, obviously, it stands to reason, if there's people out there fighting and shooting, God knows what, don't go outside. Keep yourselves even very firmly locked up inside your houses, so that nothing happens to you. Because last year, when there was a protest, we saw that some people were going about their businesses. There were some people out in their compounds cooking, and then bullets came and hit them and they died. So I feel that if there is a skirmish or an unrest or fighting in any way, shape or form, the best way to protect yourself is to keep indoors, keep very firmly locked up indoors. And try and see what you can do in terms of getting food to sustain yourself whilst anything is going on. It's a difficult one, isn't it? But yeah, that's really what I want to say. I want to say hello again. Welcome again to my channel. I feel like I'm constantly repeating these words. Do please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I have to kind of make an effort to be on here regularly, to be able to voice some of my thoughts and my opinions, as I have been doing in the past videos. But I've got to be more consistent at doing it. And yeah, do be encouraging and drop a line, comment or something like that, please. Thank you very much, and God bless.